Okay, so this is the throne room. Now, the shape is similar, but not entirely the same to the one in the game. This one I kind of had to fudge quite a bit. But you've got a dais here with 2 thrones and using cyan blue wool on the backs of the chairs, just like in the game. And you've got waterfalls here that actually come down from the chapel and go through the floor into here. I thought this room turned out really well. You've got little balconies up here in the stairwells, and if you notice the paintings on the sides, they're actually hidden doors to the Queen's Guard on this side and the King's Guard barracks on the other side. Pretty much the Royal Guard. And their own the barracks are pretty much identical on both sides. So, and there's only 4 other rooms to show on this level, but again, they're really all identical. In each of the 4 corners, you've got circular sitting rooms. So this is the first floor southeast sitting room, and again, they're all pretty much identical. Pretty much the only things different would be stuff like paintings. So let's go ahead and go up to the 2nd floor. Let's go ahead and take this stairwell. See, we've got another sitting room here. Most of the circular sitting rooms are identical. You've got more Queen's Guard and King's Guard on either side of the throne room. Here would be the balcony where they could watch and guard the king and queen. And along here, these are actually clay blocks right here. And I thought it ended up looking real nice with the light blue and the cyan wool for the balconies. But originally, this was just going to be a blank wall. But I felt it wasn't interesting enough. So I eventually just started knocking holes into it, and that's why I ended up adding the balconies. Along here, we've got more staircases leading up, but also the audience chamber. This is just like think of it almost like a secondary throne room or something, for a little bit less formal, a little bit more casual occasions where the king needs to just speak with people. Over here we've got a VIP room that leads out onto a balcony for the ballroom. And I honestly don't have that much grass in here. I thought once upon a time of putting a courtyard in here somewhere, but it just didn't fit. There was really no place I could put a courtyard and make it look good. You've got another sitting chamber, a sitting room over here. And this balcony along the main hall wraps around the building. So over here is the entrance to what is called the Guardsman's Tower. It's pretty much the main entrance tower to the entire castle, and here we've got the office for the captain of the guard, as well as a hidden door into his secret chambers. Now, unfortunately, I really don't have that much room for piston work, and actually most of this build was planned out well before pistons even came out. So captain of the guard's got a little sitting room here. He's got a small little bedroom over here, a bathroom over here. Funnily enough, everybody in this castle has showers except for all the royal family members and so on. Here we've got staircase coming up from the 1st floor. You've got stairwells going up in here. And let's just keep wrapping around. Excuse me. You got another sitting room over here. And another staircase going down. It's identical to the other side. But over here we've got servants' quarters, and these are supposed to feel very cramped, because again, servants' quarters wouldn't have that much space. But I was able to fit in 2 beds, and they're all completely perfectly usable, and I even have ladders so that everybody can access their bed. And here is the servants' mess hall. Again, it's supposed to feel really cramped. And over here is the kitchen. This was actually the very first room I decorated. This was my base of operations. And I've got a nice little hearth here with netherrack to fuel the fire. Cake on a couple of the work places. I've got actually about 1, 2, 3, 4 workstations. Maybe twice that depending on how you look at it. But I just ended up really liking this aisle. I've got ventilation for all the furnaces and everything. And on this side is the pantry. And back when I did this, I was able to place chests. And a lot of these chests do have stuff in them that I haven't gone back to clear or use or put more stuff in since being a builder, because there was just really no need. But you can see how much cobblestone I ended up digging up. And all these chests are locked, but if you download this map when it's available, they won't be locked anymore because it uses a server mod for that. And around this side is more Kingsguard, and that's pretty much the extent of this floor. Now, if we go up a level, I'm going to ignore the rooms on this half of the floor for right now. I'll come back and grab them later. And instead show you more servants' quarters. Again, really cramped. These rooms I had no idea what I was going to do with because it felt too small for a guest suite or anything like that. So I ended up making them servants' quarters. And I've got a block of 8 rooms here that are guest suites, guest rooms. They've got a sitting room, bedroom nook, a bathroom. The corner ones are all very similar. The center ones are a bit different. But again, they're all very, very similar to each other. So there's really not much point for me to do more than just walk in the door. I ended up, for this floor, using a lot of the light blue wool and the lime green wool, which actually ended up working rather well together in some cases. We've got another one here, another corner one, and a center one, and another guest room. Over on this side, you have one of the colored suites. This is the green suite. And they're named that way because not only do they have colored carpets, but they also have colors in the ceiling as well. So, and they're full suites. You've got an actual proper sitting room, you've got a proper bathroom, and you've got a proper bedroom. So, the other there's one on the other side as well. If I can jump through without jumping through stuff, but it's blue. I mean, it's pretty much identical to just a different color here. And you've got another sitting room. Oh wait, sorry, those are stairs there. See, even I get turned around in here sometimes. It's just so large. Here is a sitting room, and you can see I have regular green and lime green wool working rather well together. This is the guest lounge, and this ended up working really well. Now, the reason why I'm able to do details like this in the floor and the ceiling is because of the scale I built at, where for the most part within the castle, living spaces are 4 blocks high and floors and ceilings are 2 blocks thick. Now, what this means is that each story is 6 blocks tall, and it allows for inlays or in the floor and ceiling or details in the floor or ceiling without screwing up anything on the floor above or below. On this side, you've got the guardsman's tower with more barracks. Ooh, I keep going up the ladders accidentally. But yeah, this would be like an officer's type room. That's why it's got a that's why it's got a carpet in it. But if we go back to the other end of the level, I'll show you the entire chapel area. Now, over here you have the chambers for the head priest. You can see the light blue and the lime green wool working rather well together here. So this is the pretty much the bedroom of the head priest. Right here you have a priest's chamber. So this is pretty much the guy directly underneath the head priest. You have confessional here. And originally the door was a lot bigger, or the window was a lot bigger, but I had a friend tell me that it should have been smaller simply because you're not really supposed to see the priest that well. And again, with 1.7, there's really not that much you can do there and still make it look decent. On this side, it's the exact same but flipped. Another confessional. You've got a priestess's chamber here, and the head priestess's chamber. But here you have the south prayer chamber. It's just a little place for people to sit and pray. And these pistons end up working real nice for creating an altar. Over here is another sitting room. right back here is the office of the head priestess. It's just fairly rather simple, but it leads into the chapel, which I think came out really rather well. I've got this nice rose window in the back with redstone torches on it. I've got a nice pulpit here for the priest and priestess to give their sermon. I've continued some of the features I've got in the throne room. I've got a nice arch here. There's a balcony up there, which I'll show you once I get the upper floor. There's the confessional priest entrance, pretty much just a little lobby for them, and then the priest section of the confessional chambers as well.